Guys, we got one more episode of Am I Meta, actually, and believe it or not, Goldar did not cross my mind until like recently. I'm like, oh, I had to do one more character. So let's get this started. So with Goldar's nerf, it actually did affect him in a big way. The fact that Goldar's 4, his 3 went to a 4, now brought him back to what he used to be, kind of eh. Because now he's too heavy on his energy cost. He only has 1 3 cost, now everything costs 4 again. Like, honestly, this was a very poor decision, but honestly, I don't get why they did this. I don't know why they wanted to actually nerf Goldar Sword Slash. All you had to do, you guys said you made it slower for a reason, so the slow speed could have just made up for the fact that could have been a cancel. So my confusion with Goldar is they made him too cost heavy, where he's legit acting like Ecliptor, and they're turning some characters into Ecliptor status for some reason, and it's not the best solution. I mean, you can work around what you have to where the character just functions as a balanced character. The slow speed, I can understand. Going slow is better. It was too quick to react. I can understand that. But I feel like that was very uncalled for. Like, this nerf was honestly uncalled for. You could have just slowed down the move. That's about it. The fact that you kind of gave away like what made Goldar actually good for ladder grinding is like blasphemy to this character in general. I remember like we worked our ass off to actually get Goldar to the extent of doing things his own way. My only issue with that is when Goldar got to his own way, yes, his slash was sweepable, but he was an epic, and Trent didn't get the sweep, and he has a 4 cost. But now they put Goldar back at a 4 cost with like no benefits. There's like nothing you can really work around with, and that's the biggest issue I'm having with the character. Too many 4s now. Now he has too many 4s. There's no inner balance with his moveset as a lone warrior because everything is too expensive. So again, we got another Ecliptor on our hands, but at least this character actually can do a good amount of damage. But in the end, it still hurts because, you know, Goldar was actually a pretty good warrior in general because he had a bunch of 3s and he had a 4 and a 5, you know, so it was good. But now with that gone, it's just one giant, you know, hassle, and yikes, it's just I kind of miss old Goldar. I just, you know, like, I feel like the Goldar could have got a little bit more reworked. I didn't think he had to actually officially kill the character to the extent he can only do 2 moves. Like, it's funny because this all started out with, like, you know, Tommy's 7 cost shield. It cost 7, but he was, you know, it was a 2 cost move. But now we're getting more characters like that, and what the goal was to kind of try to avoid that, in a sense, because there's a lot of issues in that department of using your own character versus people actually going into an assist spam mode. So I'm like not like happy with the results of Goldar. I wanted at least a better rework around like everything else. I mean, maybe you could have trolled and just made his drop kick a 4 and then just leave the slashes at 3. But yeah, I mean, that's my like actual issue with the character now, and it's really blasphemy. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous. I was expecting more out of Goldar's like nerf in a sense. I mean, with Goldar's nerf now, you know, intact, I mean, we come to this problem with, you know, said character. Like, there's not really much we can really just do with Goldar. I mean, Goldar got very limited, just like Gemma got limited, but at least Gemma has 3s and 4s. Goldar has nothing but 4s and 5s and 1 3, and that's not helping his character case at all, because his moves are all funky dory with the 4s, because the only less cost attack you could do with Goldar is the drop kick. And that's what kind of sucks. So, you know, I'm not really a fan of that in like general. But I mean, the sword slashing could be justified. Yes, slow it down. But making a 4 takes away a lot of Goldar's kit now. Because you at least could have at least reworked one more move. Maybe make the, drop kick a 4. So, you know, at least there's some type of like lone warrior connection with his character. But you know, I guess we just don't get those things. It's just weird. Like you could have done that too. You have a lot you could have like really worked with Goldar. Try to maybe if you're gonna push that up to a 4, maybe make his drop kick a 4. So at least there's like something there to do. Like as long as everything costs like 4, 4, 4, okay, I can accept it. It's just like any other character. But them not doing that is already an issue. So like I was saying, I mean, there's just so many like issues with like Goldar in general. I mean, the whole problem with Goldar in the first place was he had nothing but 4s. His Goldar Slash didn't really have a sweep, and it was like garbage. And you know, when they actually buffed him, he went down to a 3, and it actually had sweep, which is great. But I mean, I guess the speed was justifiable where it could have nerfed it, and that's okay. My only issue was that in general, because there's so many things you could have done with Goldar differently than just leaving him like that. Okay, good. He didn't have enough energy. That's why. I was wondering why he didn't do Ranger Slayer. But in like these types of situations, you always gotta look out for when playing Goldar. Is definitely your EP consumption. He just has too much EP consumption now. He used to have like a nice balance where you had the 3 and the 4, and you can save yourself from a breaker shot. It's just too much. It's just ridiculous. I just really was expecting more for the Goldar. I mean, with that being said, I mean, Goldar's tier definitely got diminished. You know, I finally put it on my epic tier list, and just to see that he went down, he went off it. I was like in shock. I'm like, I just put you on, and now you do this anyway. You destroy him to the point where I don't feel like he's in my tiers. I was like, wow, absolutely wow. It's like this whole tier list update. Every tier list actually gets a heavy update now. And I never think I have to update those because I'm pretty sure it's pretty straightforward. But now with all the new characters, I mean, we technically have a new tier list. And I gotta say, it does make a big impact. The tier list is affected. And with Goldar kind of taking the hit, it just sucks because Goldar actually had a lot of oomph. Get him with the sweep. The sweep is always nice. I don't know how he got that off. And I don't know how he got that off. Oh, right, that move costs 4 now, so he actually had to wait. I forgot about that. That's why he didn't do it so fast. Gotcha. Drop kick. Breaker punch. A little late there, buddy. You backed up just a little bit. You would have won that. Anyways, guys, that's my opinion on Goldar's nerf. Definitely was very uncalled for the 4. You at least could have made Stomp a 4, and then he could have just been 4s and 1-3, and I would have been okay with that, but this is just high rate blasphemy, and I can't accept that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be good. Stay safe. I'm out. Peace.